So the state of the city is the mayor's report on accomplishments of the past year and our goals for 2025. And I'm so honored to present to you, our Sandy residents, city employees, and especially our students, our youth, who will inherit the weight of our decisions in the future. As mayor, I'm always mindful of our future, thinking not just of this year, next year, a few years out, but rather thinking about 30, 50 years out, and planning for the rising of generations who will build the strong foundation and inherit the strong foundation of our community. So, as you look around our beautiful city of Sandy, what stands out to you about our landscape? Is it City Hall, the formal City Hall building, our RSL soccer stadium, Hale Center Theater, maybe Southtown Mall? Is it our beautiful parks and trails, or our neighborhoods that span our 24 square miles here in Sandy? Is it our population of nearly 100,000 that makes us Utah's seventh largest city? These are all distinctions we can be proud of, but did you know one of our oldest landmarks is hiding in plain sight in historic Sandy? And I'm going to tell you about that today. It's a tree, a London plane tree. It's similar to a sycamore tree that stands mighty and proud at the center of our Main Street Park. Our city arborist tells us that it's among our oldest trees. And in the city, it is known for its strength, longevity, and resilience. It was planted by early settlers of our city and has offered peaceful shade over its nearly 100-year existence. So, in many ways, that London plane tree reflects not just the story of Sandy, but the future of our community, with its strong foundation that will carry us forward and carry you forward as future leaders. Like this mighty plane tree, our city is thriving because we've been good stewards for its growth. We've embraced 3 guiding principles to foster a healthy future for our community, and I'm going to be talking about that today. Those principles are protect, connect, and create. You're going to hear a lot on each one of those themes. And they're not just words or phrases, but they're core values that we put into action every day. So today I want to share with you what we're doing in the city to live these principles that propel us to be responsible stewards of our city by providing high-quality services, promoting safe neighborhoods, smart planning, preservation, and economic diversity. The work of the city is not just one person. It's not just one department. I credit the hard work and collaboration of many people, including our Sandy City Council, who approve our financing for our services and our infrastructure. We work for the people. We work for you. I always tell kids, you're the boss of me. Really, you are. It's only because of the support of our Sandy residents and those who bring their businesses to Sandy that all that we provide in the city is possible. We do our work for you. So let's talk about protecting those good things that we have in our city. What matters most to us as a community? Just as the roots of that plane tree protect it from the elements, our city has taken bold steps to ensure safety and security for everyone who lives, works, or visits our city, and even those who pursue their education in Sandy. We've invested in our police and fire departments, so important, with a new fire department headquarters being built as we speak. Fire Station 31 is set to open this fall just west of the soccer stadium. And we've brought in specialized equipment for our fire department, bringing online 3 new fire engines, 2 new ambulances, and additional protective gear for our firefighters. For our police department, we've implemented cutting-edge technology like drones that help stop criminals in their tracks. Property crime is down nearly 16% in Sandy. That's music to the ears of anyone who's been a victim of a car break-in, porch pirate, or mail theft. That's important, but that's done through community connection, awareness, and good policing. We've replaced our outdated police cars with new, more reliable performance vehicles that protect our officers and shorten response time. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but if anybody's met our police officers through their rear view mirror, you'll know that they're driving the best police vehicles out there. We've added more police officers and firefighters to our ranks. and our first responders are better equipped than ever to serve and protect. But protection isn't all about police and fire. Our city provides a structure, a framework for support for security to meet the needs of our growing city. Protection also means building and maintaining our roadways so they are clear and efficient. Protection means our public works crews who either are plowing, paving, filling potholes, building roads year-round. Protection means creating an environment where we feel safe, right? We all want to feel safe from the water we drink that is clean and pure and sandy, with a reserve supply that is plentiful and protected. So when we prioritize public safety, we create a community environment where each of us can focus on what matters most. Many of the things about protecting a community are invisible. You don't even know that they're there, but you just feel it with a very high-quality experience. For our businesses, protection means creating a strong network of community support, access to a skilled workforce, economic security, and growth, and the support from the community who become their customers and clients. For our residents, it means an environment where they feel safe. It's the solid structure surrounding that which allows us to flourish. Our community roots have been planted now and will support us for a lifetime here in Sandy and assure the strength of growing future generations. Now let's talk about the importance of connection, building a strong community connection. Like our old city plane tree forms a beautiful canopy that envelops us and creates an inviting space where people come together for peaceful respite. Like that environment, the city also creates space where we can gather together comfortably. Over the past 2 years, more than 1,000 residents, including some Waterford students on our Sandy City Youth Council, have participated in creating a planning document, an important planning document to shape our city's future growth. This general plan update, called the Sandy Pace of Progress, plans our city's future in business areas and even lays out new recreation and bike lanes. It creates space for Sandy to remain a vibrant and connected community where you will want to live and you will want to raise a family here in the future. So community connections happen in big and small ways each and every day. It's those connections where people feel comfortable coming together. It happens when you're on the trail hiking up to the waterfall at Bell's Canyon, at the skate park at Lone Peak Park, the ball fields at Quarry Bend, or at our new pickleball courts that we're building all across the city. We can't build them fast enough. These connections come in scenes from a simple ball game to a massive community gathering. Who doesn't love celebrating our nation's birthday on the 4th of July with 50,000 of your closest friends? You can do it right at the Sandy City Promenade. Or at our colorful balloon festival with the gorgeous balloons rising on the Wasatch Sunrise. Or at our respectful remembrance of the thousands lost on 9/11 at our healing field every September. In 2024, we brought in a new farmers market to add to the food truck night vibe. The farmers market's on Saturdays, and this year at the amphitheater, it's really livened up the amphitheater space. Also at the Sandy Amphitheater, we did the ribbon cutting for the new plaza on the East Hillside. The plaza now serves as a conversation and meeting area for guests enjoying performances from the ABBA tribute to Melanie Martinez. Connections also come in the day-to-day moments with a smile exchange between friends or a stranger at the grocery store, a conversation in the school hallway, or a helping hand extended to someone in need, like helping shovel a neighbor's driveway after a big snowfall, or removing fallen tree branches after a windstorm. We see a lot of that in Sandy. And these connections are the foundation of community. They're what makes Sandy not just a city, but a home. We have an exciting new architectural plan for a place just up the street, Alta Canyon Sports Center. That's where people gather at our community pool, take a yoga class, or meet under the pavilion. Construction on the rebuild of Alta Canyon Sports Center will start at this year's end of the swim season. Right after Labor Day, you'll see the rebuild happen before your very eyes. In 2024, Sandy welcomed those most vulnerable in our community under the hardest circumstances, those experiencing homelessness We've worked with Shelter the Homeless on the new MVP housing facility, medically vulnerable people. Now individuals get the care and stable housing that they need as a pathway to achieving permanent housing. It is, in fact, the hallmark of a compassionate, successful community to host such a facility. And Sandy has just completed its first year as host to the MVP shelter that is helping save and transform lives. Finally, let's talk about creating opportunities for each other. Just as the tree creates nutrients to sustain life, we are building a city that is strong, innovative, and full of possibility. Sandy is undergoing an economic renaissance right here this year. From the new Utah Hockey Club headquarters and practice facility at the Shops at Southtown Mall to the new Beehive Theater at Hale Center Theater, cranes are rising, dotting our landscape where dreams are taking place. In 2024 alone, we issued over 2,000 building permits and approved 765 new business licenses. That is a lot of economic growth. And each one of these licenses and approvals represents growth, opportunity, and the people who dream of a brighter future. Sandy is home to some of our favorite shops, like Barnes & Noble, Costco, Scheels, Salt City Cycles, and even the chocolate-covered wagons up the street. If you haven't tried their chocolate-covered pretzels, I recommend them highly. But creating just isn't about building buildings or businesses. It's about creating a legacy. It's about asking ourselves, what can I do to contribute in my moment today that will leave a lasting impact and a mark on our future? As young people, you Waterford students have endless possibility to create, whether it's art, music, technology, sports, or thinking up solutions to our world's most complex and challenging problems. You are the architects of the future, and your ideas will shape the community that we all share. The roots that we are establishing today, from protecting what's valuable to us, creating opportunity, and connecting with one another in those big and small ways, establish a foundation for our best future. The evidence is not in the grand moments, while they're wonderful. It's the day-to-day progress when we show up for one another, show up and share space, turn off our cell phones, be present. And over time, we get to see the progress when we look back, but on the day-to-day, we hardly notice it's happening. So for all these reasons, for protect, connect, and create, and all the people who adhere to those principles, I'm proud to declare the state of Sandy City is strong. The city is strong because of our people, our residents who build up neighborhoods, our business owners who build up the local economy, the South Valley Chamber members who support our entrepreneurs. It's also the volunteers who serve at our senior center, at the library, at our schools. It's at our amphitheater and our arts performances, those who give their time so freely to the community. It's also in our Sandy City service ambassadors who are here with us today. It's the volunteerism of hundreds and thousands of people right here in Sandy who show up every day. You know, the healing fields at the promenade on September 11th, there's over 3,000 flags that are put up. Hundreds of people turn out to volunteer for that. Those flags are set up in perfect formation in under an hour. Unbelievable. It's those moments and that effort that creates space for all of us to enjoy community and understand the contribution and even the sacrifice of others and what it means to us. It's in our dedicated Sandy City employees, our police officers and firefighters and plow drivers and parks teams who go the extra mile because they care deeply about you and they want to give you the best experience. It's in our group of elected officials who come together to address regional issues, and in spite of our differences, we work together to create solutions like ending transit congestion and creating affordable housing for our youth. It's in the church groups and civic groups like the Sandy Rotary who paint the benches along our trails and clear the headstones at the Sandy Cemetery. And it's because of you, our Waterford students. So those of us who are fortunate enough to live in Sandy decades from now can look back at this moment and say, I was there. I helped build that. I was part of that protect, connect, create, the daily work of building community, working together. I want you to know there is a group of dedicated city employees working for you and our community. And at every stage of life you're in, you are creating a legacy that makes our community stronger. Whether it's on the Waterford campus, going through your day without your cell phones, challenging, inviting a new friend to sit with you at the cafeteria, creating a new startup, or representing a group or even a city at the Utah State Capitol or at City Hall. These principles of protect, connect, create should be your roadmap to a successful future. So let's protect, connect, and create together, because it's together Sandy City will continue to thrive and rise. Thank you.